she had brain surgery. And at that time, I was in my graduate program, and I had asked her to be my mentor for a project that I got special funding for, like a fellowship project, and she had agreed. And I had reached out to her because she wasn't really returning work phone calls or emails, and so I found her on Facebook, and I sent her a super, like, hey, like, quiet voice, like, I don't want to be too annoying message. And she was like, oh, I had brain surgery. And I was like,
there are other ways to get out of a date.
right. And then I think that accidental interaction and conversation ended up being a pretty significant experience. Mm-hmm. And the fact that, I don't know, there was a lot that was going on around that for both of us. And then in my life, my brother unexpectedly died, and shortly thereafter my marriage ended, and I was in a pretty catastrophic place. And it happened to be conference season, and Joe and Susan Landon were the two things that kind of kept my nose above water that summer. And thinking about these little individual experiences that happened really led to this amazing place. But Joe definitely, she's just outgoing. She's an outgoing extrovert, and I need someone like that because I'm not. And so she definitely had to send the first text message and send, the emails and the conversation and communicate her experience so that there was space for me to show up to mine.
And I'm not even going to let her rebut any of that. We're going to leave it at that.
I love it.
I love you guys. I will let you get on with your day. And tell them again who you guys are and where you work.
So I'm Aydin Olson-Kennedy. I'm a social worker, and I am the director at the Los Angeles Gender Center, where we have been providing identity affirming informed consent mental health care for the last 25 years. We have an adolescent program, and we have therapists and clinicians all over Los Angeles. And you had asked earlier something about low cost, easy access, and we work very hard to make therapy as accessible as possible with generous sliding scale fees. We also act as a referral. We get contacted from places all over the country, and we help connect people to identity affirming services. So that's who I am, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Excellent. How about you, Joe?
My name is Dr. Johanna Olson-Kennedy. I'm the medical director of the Center for Trans Youth Health and Development at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, largest trans youth clinic in the country with about 670 young people in the program between the ages of 3 and 25. We provide not just consultation services for younger kids and connection to support groups, facilitating advocacy in schools and in home environments, but also providing hormone blockers and cross-sex hormones and referrals for surgery for young people who so desire.
And when is your next television appearance?
Oh, I don't know. Those things always come and surprise me. You never know when they're going to happen.
They come and surprise you when you're sitting around. Well,
I tend to lose track.
I know. Like, just tell me how many times I have to walk this sequence, right? Just
but
walk past the
soon.
camera.
I feel like I'm due for one. I'd like to have a major media appearance coming up here soon because I think things change so rapidly in this field. It's really important to get the word out and to make sure people are updated on the care. And I'm hoping that, that it continues moving forward because that's the way that we want it to move.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, you both have a great time in Amsterdam. And I look forward to, I'll see if I can connect with each of you individually when you come back and take a little bit of your time to, catch those 3 top things that you taught at Amsterdam and at the World Professional Association for Transgender Health Conference. And I appreciate you both. And I look forward to watching your feeds, your social media feeds while you're there.
Okay. Thank you for having us.
Share them out. We'll share them out. Okay. And again, happy anniversary. I love you guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. And you've been listening to Pride School Atlanta QED. That was by far an amazing interview. And it really is my good fortune to have the life that I have, even though it comes with its challenges. And if you know somebody who needs to hear this podcast interview of Pride School Atlanta QED, please pass it along, and know that you are never alone with your problems. And yes, even if you may find the body that works for you and you still have struggles, know that that is completely normal. And if you'd like to reach us, we're prideschooolatlanta.org, and you can also email me directly, christian@prideschooolatlanta.org. We're always looking for mentors, volunteers, some paid contractors. We're looking for students. We're looking for people to do trainings. We're working on getting paid training, so it would actually be paid work, which would support Pride School Atlanta as well, and creating scholarships for our students who don't have access to a progressive education where they may be themselves. And we are creating a school that is free of transphobia and homophobia, but also knowing that with authenticity comes the price of authenticity. And knowing yourself and finding yourself and knowing yourself, it's not an easy task, and it's a lifelong task. So have an excellent day, everybody, and thank you for your time and energy. And Dr. Joe Olson-Kennedy, it's easily found online, as well as Aydin Olson-Kennedy. And if you'd like to connect with them for interviews, Facebook is probably the easiest way, or you find their professional contact information online. Have an excellent day, and thank you again for your time and listening this far, if you have. And again, to those who lost friends and family, we are all one family. And every day we lose people to suicide, to homicide, and know that too often trans women of color are forgotten in when something like this in Orlando happened, with the shooting that happened in a gay nightclub in Orlando early this morning. Let's not forget about all of those we have lost, especially those who are out on the streets and have lost their names and their families. And let's keep moving forward, everybody, and know that we see you, I see you, I hear you, I love you. Be strong and keep your power.
You're listening to Back to Us Radio on the Back to Us Network.